speaking on behalf of patients, Michigan Weedster. Is that right?
Correct.
Okay, whenever you're ready. I'm sorry, if you heard questions here that you may think are relevant and you want to answer to, then we're happy to hear that too.
Okay, thank you. I'm here today to stand for the 300 plus medical marijuana patients in the state of Michigan. We do have a grassroots representative called the Michigan Weedsters. Right now in the state of Michigan, the manufacturers and the businesses all have representation. And the medical marijuana patients and the caregivers typically do not. It's usually just people trying to figure things out. With that being said, the Medical Marijuana Act was obviously passed by 63% of our state. One of the reasons a lot of people use medical marijuana is to treat drug addiction. Now, just because it doesn't show up in the courts all the time doesn't mean that it doesn't happen. So let's put in perspective this way. In Wayne County particularly, there are over 44,000 medical marijuana patients there. And Wayne County actually has a really great drug court. It has a documentary showing that it's actually working pretty well. And it would be very complicated, I guess almost discriminatory, not to let somebody, have the opportunity to achieve that program because they're on medical marijuana because of the discrepancies that the judge was speaking about. And one of those discrepancies is the funding from the federal government. Well, the state of Michigan also does provide income, and so do federal funded nonprofit organizations as well. So there's funding coming into these courts. There was a case down in Pennsylvania. We're not the only state that has drug courts, where a gentleman who was attending drug court who is recovering from heroin was released from the program because of the discrepancy that was made. He later on went down the road and he overdosed. So his mother took some time and went to the Department of Justice to talk about this matter. And there has been clarification by the Department of Justice, by the SAMA-SH, I believe it's called, that a judge can use their discretion, can go case by case. It's already been there since January 1st of 2021. So at this point, there will be no issues with judges getting funding, from what I understand. And I don't think it's necessary for us to overrule our own Constitution based on that clarification. So it really does sound to me, in my opinion, that the issue lies with the process and the fact that understanding case by case needs to be heard. So I am asking today, as I oppose this, along with everybody else that worked very hard to put this bill in place so people can live their lives in the quality of life that they choose to have, instead of being on painkillers or opiates, which is a huge contribution to the reason why most of these people are in court in the first place. So I'm asking you please to think about how simple this can be, and I thank you for your time.
Okay, I don't see any questions, so thank you so much for your testimony.